So, you're trying to crush the IELTS writing test, right? Well, there's this one thing that can absolutely make or break your score. It's all about flow. Let's jump right in and figure out how to master this thing.
Take a look at this number, 25%. That's huge, a full quarter. I mean, 1/4 of your entire writing score comes down to just one thing, coherence and cohesion.
Yep, you heard that right. 25% is all about how well your ideas stick together, how they flow. Honestly, this is what separates a decent score from a truly fantastic one. And today, we're going to crack the code.
So, let me ask you this. Is your essay just a grocery list of ideas? Because that's a super common trap. You might have all these amazing, brilliant points, but if you just list them out, 1, 2, 3, without connecting them, it feels totally disjointed. And the examiners, they'll put a hard limit on your score, no matter how great those ideas are.
Okay, so let's just put a name on this, shall we? We'll call it the 25% scoring problem. Sounds kind of scary, I know, but trust me, it's a problem that has a really straightforward solution.
So what is this coherence and cohesion thing the examiners are always talking about? Honestly, the easiest way to think about it is like, it's the glue. It's the magic ingredient that holds all your arguments together and turns a bunch of random sentences into one solid, powerful essay.
And to make that happen, to get that glue working, you need the right tools for the job. So let's go ahead and open up your Cohesion toolkit and see what we've got to work with.
Look, we all started with the basics, right? Words like and, but, so. They're fine. But for IELTS, you've got to level up. It's time to stop thinking of these as just a boring list of words to memorize and start seeing them for what they are, highly specialized academic tools for very specific tasks.
Okay, so this is your game plan right here. When you want to add another point to support your argument, you're not just going to say and. You're going to reach for one of these addition tools, like furthermore or additionally. Need to show the other side of the coin? Easy. You grab a contrast tool like however. And if you need to show the consequence of something, consequently is your best friend. Want to give an example? For instance, see? Each category has a specific job, and using them tells the examiner exactly how your ideas are connected.
All right, using those tools properly, that's going to get you a solid score, for sure. But if you're aiming for the big leagues, a band 7, 8, or even 9, we have to go one step further. We need to create what I call the band 7+ flow.
Because here's the thing, the best essays, the ones that score really high, they feel natural. They don't sound like a robot wrote them. And the secret to that? It's not just jamming in linking words. It's a much more elegant technique called referencing.
So what on earth is referencing? It's actually pretty simple. It's when you use little words like it, this, or these to point back to a big idea you just talked about. It's a clever way to avoid repeating yourself over and over, and it makes your writing feel incredibly smooth.
Let's look at a quick example. It makes it so much clearer. So before, you might write something like, a balanced diet is essential. A balanced diet is a principle. You hear that? It's kind of clunky, repeating a balanced diet. Now check out the after. A balanced diet is essential. This principle applies to all age groups. Boom. So much smoother, right? That little phrase, this principle, links everything together perfectly. Now that is what Band 7+ writing sounds like. Okay, so now you know the good stuff, the tools, the advanced moves, but we also need to talk about what not to do. Let's look at a couple of super common traps that can sink your score, even when you think you're doing everything right.
First up is a trap I like to call the robot writer. This is when you overdo it and start every single sentence with a linking word. Furthermore, moreover, however. It just sounds so mechanical. You've got to mix it up. The second trap is the comma catastrophe. It sounds dramatic, but seriously, this tiny punctuation error can cost you big points. So here it is, the golden rule. You have to burn this into your brain. When you start a sentence with a linking word like however or furthermore, you absolutely must put a comma after it. It's such an easy fix, and it instantly tells the examiner, hey, I know what I'm doing.
Whew, okay. We've gone through the big problem, the toolkit, the pro moves, and the traps to avoid. So let's bring it all home. Let's boil this all down to the absolute must-knows.
If you remember one thing from all this, let it be this picture in your head. Think of your essay as a highway, and your reader, the examiner, is driving on it. Your linking words are the signposts. They tell your reader, okay, we're continuing in the same direction, or whoa, sharp turn ahead, or we've reached our final destination. Without those signposts, your reader is completely lost.
So to wrap it up, here are the 3 keys to a high score. 1. Use a variety of those linking words.
Don't be a one-trick pony. 2, get really good at referencing with words like this and these. That's your ticket to that natural Band 7+ flow. And 3, please, 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 always use your commas correctly after those signposts. Simple, right?
At the end of the day, it really is that simple. Your essay is a journey you're taking the examiner on. So the question is, will you give them a clear map and a smooth road, or will your reader get lost? It's all up to you.